How to move to work in Canada. There are different reasons people want to move to a country like Canada. It could be for study, vacation, or investment. But the most common reason people move to Canada is to live and work there. The economy is strong. The unemployment rate is extremely low, and the country's residents have an average life expectancy longer than most places in the world. The Canadian job market is quite competitive, and moving there to work can feel overwhelming and out of reach for many people, but it doesn't have to be. So, in today's video, we bring you a step-by-step guide to move and work in Canada. Please be advised to consult relevant authorities to get specific information. See reference links in the description below. While you're here, consider subscribing to After School Africa to continue exploring opportunities. Choosing the right visa. If you want to travel to work in Canada, you must apply for the right visa. You can review the different visa classifications on the official Immigration and Citizenship website in the description below. When searching for the right visa for you, you will need to assess your own career skills, qualifications, experience, employment history, and match those with the proper visa. Canadian employers who are not able to find local employees for vacant positions can decide to employ immigrants. Such immigrants can get an employee-sponsored visa known as the Temporary Foreign Worker Program. This is the most popular visa program used by immigrants. This type of visa will expire after 4 years unless your employer renews it. If you change job during that 4-year period, your new employer will have to be accepted as an official sponsor for you. Organize a start date with your new employer. If you land a job in Canada through the Temporary Foreign Worker Program, you should immediately arrange a start date with your new employer so that you can then plan your move around that date. You will need to give yourself plenty of time to settle your affairs at home, move, and settle in Canada upon arrival. Apply for your visa as soon as possible. Once you have decided on a visa program, apply for it immediately so that you can get the application process started. In most cases, the process takes anywhere from 2 to 15 days or longer depending on the country you're applying from. If you are denied the visa and are forced to apply for a different one in another classification, this extends the process. Exploring job opportunities. What if you don't have a job before facilitating your moving? You can still go about it. Canadian employers will want to see your most current CV before they consider hiring you. If you already know what kinds of job you'll be applying for, model your updated CV towards that field. Jobs are typically available for qualification in fields such as engineering, construction, metalwork, electrical, and catering, to name a few. Contact the Canadian Information Centre for International Credentials, CICIC, for more information and to get the ball rolling. See the link in the description. Most people prefer to find employment in Canada before moving there, but this is not a requirement. In either instance, you should get a feel for what sort of jobs are available in your field by doing online research. Look out for expos and exhibitions where you can meet employers in person and apply for a job. Find out if you will need a work permit. There are two types of work permits: open work permits and employer-specific work permits. An open work permit allows you to work for any employer in Canada, whereas an employer-specific work permit allows you to work according to the conditions on your work permit, which include the name of the employer you can work for, how long you can work, and the location where you can work. Some job categories require a work permit in Canada and some don't, but in most cases, you need a work permit. CIC provides a listing of job categories that don't require a work permit on their website, along with many other helpful tools to get your employment situation organized. If your particular job category requires a work permit, go ahead and apply for it. See link in description. Organizing living arrangements. Once you're ready to start planning your move to Canada, create a budget to ensure you will have the amount of money you need to work and live there. Start investigating housing options and cost. Research the cost of living in Canada and what other relevant information particular to you. This budget will provide a financial roadmap for navigating your move to Canada. Most new Canadian immigrants either arrange temporary housing prior to arrival or they search for and rent an apartment prior to arrival. Obtain or update your passport early. To avoid any delays, apply for your passport as soon as possible. If you already have a passport that will expire while you're working in Canada, go ahead and update it before you leave to avoid any future headaches. Many people move to Canada with a 4-year visa, so keep that in mind when reviewing your passport. Open a Canadian bank account. You can do this several months before you move to Canada. To get started, contact the local bank to your future province in Canada. These banks can even have new debit cards waiting for you when you arrive, and they can help you with transferring your funds from your current country to your new Canadian bank account. Book your flight. Start making your travel arrangements as soon as you are able to. There are airlines that offer discounted one-way airfare to people moving to Canada, so look into that option. Upon arriving in Canada, here are some things you need to put in place. Apply for a Canadian Social Insurance Number, SIN. This is required for you to receive an income in Canada and to receive government program and benefits, including taxes. If you've lived and or worked in Canada before, you already have a SIN. This number will not change. Register for healthcare. Apply for Canadian driver's license. Your home country's driver's license will be valid in Canada for a few months after you arrive, but you should arrange to get your Canadian driver's license as soon as possible. In conclusion, making that move to work in a foreign country can be overwhelming, but when you follow the right guidelines, you may just achieve your dream of moving to work in Canada. If this is an opportunity you want to explore, then go for it. Let us know if you found this video helpful. If you're yet to subscribe to our channel, this is likely a good time to subscribe. Until next time, your success matters.